Welcome, my friends. Bienvenue. You're just in time for the revolution. That's right, we're back in Imperial Splendour, and this time we are playing with revolutionary France. Of course, we're going to side with the rebels here, folks, and go straight in for a glorious victory here against the king himself. I hope you guys have your pitchforks and your guillotines ready, because let me tell you, we're going to absolutely need them. It's been a while since we played some Imperial Splendour, but I just can't wait to get back into this mod. It has recently gotten some updates, so hopefully that's going to make the gameplay even better. Not to mention that they're still working on it. In fact, an article came out 3 days ago on this thing, and I'm just so proud to have been part of this in its inception. So again, if you want to see this continue and you want to see more of Imperial Splendour modifications, etc., or more of this campaign, then please hit that like and comment down below. I know it sucks to ask, but this is just the way YouTube is these days, and there's really not much I can do about it. But what I can do, my friends, is get you Louis' head on a platter. So let's see if we can make that happen immediately, and I do mean immediately, because if we don't win this battle quickly, well then of course, you know, the enemy's forces will defeat us, and the revolution will utterly fail. So it looks like we can go straight in for an attack, and that's exactly what we're going to do with Horace Guiscard. Horace, not the most revolutionary name, but guys, this is our own campaign, so you know what? Horace is hopefully going to be the hero of the revolution. Let's jump in and see what things are like, and once we establish victory here, we can start taking a look at the governmental side of things and decide where we want this campaign to go. And I want you guys to be a part of that too. So always comment down below where you want the French Republic to go, who you want us to attack next, or do you want us to, you know, establish a detente and be somewhat peaceful with others? It's your choice. Well, it is a foggy day for sure, but hopefully that's not going to stop us. As for our setup, I think this is already perfect. The only thing I would change is the cannons. We're going to have to pull these guys forward a bit, because they're not going to be very useful all the way back here. That being said, the enemy army is going to be somewhere here in the city, and as long as we can get to those buildings first, then we can establish control of them and use them to our revolutionary advantage. So let's make it happen, folks. The other thing to mention is I believe some of these guys can dismount, the Carabiniers and the Hussars. Maybe not the Hussars. Nonetheless, if we get these Carabiniers, we can maybe get them into some of these buildings early. So again, I think that might be a good idea. There's the Royalist army. Yeah, they look prepared, and I think they outnumber us. Didn't seem so at first, but now I'm a bit concerned, folks. Wish us luck in any case, my friends. As always, I'll come back to you when the action begins, and we'll be doing that throughout this campaign. We'll just cut out all the boring parts and really get to the nitty-gritty of the revolution. Alright guys, we're actually deploying the cannons here, and things are about to get saucy, so I am just going to start recording. And we've got the actual uphill view here, so that's really nice. We've also got the Hussars and the other unit of Carabiniers, just in case we want to start early here, firing down on the enemy. And I think that's probably a great idea to try and reduce some of these Royalist forces. The other thing I'm trying to do is lure them over to the farmhouse. So I'm actually going to move my infantry over here and set them up here. Of course, with these guys, we're going straight into that farmhouse. I'm going to try to take control of it. Looks like the artillery is already firing on the enemy. C'est très joli. Let's make it happen, boys. That's right. I'm going to give you the weird Frenchman accent to get the victory here, as long as it gives us luck. That's what I care about. All right, well, there we go. I also don't want our general to be under threat, and it's actually quite common in this mod for the enemy to come after your general. There's at least enough AI knowledge to do that, which of course is pretty much absent from Empire. All right, boys. So these guys were just kind of luring the enemy. Let's pull back behind our Carabiniers. Tirez-vous. Again, we're trying to lure them over there, so after I fire, I think I'll actually rush over here with these units. You can see our other Carabinier unit is already firing there at them, which is wonderful. Yeah, let's move these guys back. If we need to, we can move to canister shot, but you can see the angle's not great here, so I'm hoping we don't lure them over to where our cavalry, or artillery is, rather. Here we go. Pull the Carabiniers back as well. Oh boy, no, why did they have to run in front of them? Why did the Carabiniers have to do that? Pull back even more, and again, I'll actually rush over here if I can. I don't think there's time for that. With these Carabiniers, I'll immediately rush over here. Maybe we're thinking way too far ahead by trying to force the enemy to get into this funnel. I'll begin firing with this infantry immediately. There we go. The building is officially ours. Took a while to garrison it. And I think to try and keep the enemy in this area, I'm going to just rush around with the Carabineers. In fact, I wouldn't mind bringing in the Hussars de la Mort, Death Hussars, just to cause some panic amongst the enemy here. Remember, we're going for a victory during this fight. It doesn't matter how we get it. Let's just try and take it. So if we can just keep these guys firing, I'm happy. La Révolutionnaire firing at will. We'll string them up by the light poles if we have to afterwards, folks. But that's it. I've absolutely committed to a nice frontal attack. Now, if you guys have seen here with the look of the units, I'm not putting unit markers. I did that in the Russian Imperial Splendour campaign. I took the unit markers off to add realism. So let me know if you guys like that. If you don't, then we can change it back. But I think this definitely makes the battles look more real. And I was concerned we couldn't get into square formation. We can, however, in this situation, it wouldn't exactly be helpful. What I will do, though, start grabbing this infantry unit and also pulling those cavalry back a bit. What I really want to do is get the rebels over here and try to shoot that general down, the Marshal de France, if we can do it. I know it's a bit cheeky, but the fact is, guys, we gotta get victory however the hell we can. Just one volley. Oh, wow. So, as you can see, AI and Imperial Splendour, much improved, my friends. The general actually got out of the way as soon as he was in our line of sight. Let's try and turn our fire here to the enemy. It seems that using the Academy, or the barracks, or the farmhouse, whatever the hell, you know what, I call it what I want, damn it, as a defensive location is not necessarily going to work. So we're going to pull these guys over here and still try to confront the enemy. Beautiful look at that, guys. We've got some royalists running away. Perhaps they've realized that their cause is not just, and that we'll finish them all off if they immediately surrender. I think the king is as good as dead. I certainly hope so, guys. But, of course, the battle is not over till it's over. Nonetheless, this is very promising. Oh, they've got the whole damn army on the run, I think. There might be still one enemy group here that's fighting. I think this unit, the Grenadier Regiment, are fighting, believe it or not. But we are going to cut them down. And, of course, we're going to chase down whoever the hell we need to. But it looks like the Marshal, very upset with what his men are doing, has returned in a last-ditch effort to save the battle for the Royalists. I don't think they're going to have any luck whatsoever. And I believe Louis's head is going to be on a plate sooner rather than later. So far, so good. I still see some enemy activity, though. What's going on? Let's take a look over here. There might be an enemy cavalry unit. And, of course, they're close to our general. That's not good. We don't want to lose our buddy here. And there we go, guys. The enemy general is killed. Nicolas Baron de Luckner. Very nice. It's a shame, because I would have liked him in our revolutionary army. But he chose his fate. What can I say, folks? We've definitely taken a beating over here. So let's see, where the hell are these enemies? On the map, all of these guys are retreating. Not too concerned about them, but we've got an enemy unit right there. I'm going to be really frustrated if they got into the farmhouse. I don't think they did. But let's just rush over here. Yes, I see them. They are going to the farmhouse. Well, close to the farmhouse anyway. So let's rush over here to the enemy Grenadier Regiment, guys. We can't have these guys rushing around because enemy units could rally back to the fight. So I'm actually going to send in a Carabineer unit as well to assist in finishing them off. Come on, Carabineers. How many do they have? 99 of 150, and these are Grenadiers, guys. So in close combat, they're going to be pretty effective. What I'm going to do is just order our men to get into position very quickly and fire. It's that simple. Just as quickly as they can set up and fire. Let's make it happen. Whatever it takes for them to fire, I'm fine with that. Even if we're risking our own revolutionary cavalry. I just want to make sure that the battle is over quickly and that victory is assured. Man! I saw the building back there get just absolutely peppered with shot. Let's fall back with the cavalry and just let our men do their thing. The last of the royalists. I must say they're brave. Very, very brave for standing up to us, but I think we've got them beat. Here we go. They are turning their backs. Is this victory for the revolution? Is this the end of King Louis? I think it is. Here we go, my friends. A heroic victory. Like I said, make sure to hit that like, and just let us know if you want this campaign to continue, because already it's getting pretty badass. And there we go. The revolution succeeds. Oh, my friends. Vive la Revolution! Oh, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Well, there we go. First things first, first order of business. Let's make sure to repair everything in the city, guys, and get Paris back running again. Now we need to look elsewhere and see where exactly we want to attack next. I also think it's going to be extremely important to rebuild this army, but that's going to take some time, guys. All right, interesting news on the hot air balloon. I'm not even going to read through that because I'm really curious to see who our president is. And it's going to be Camille Nefi, age 40, first president of the French Republic. We can also do some work here, guys, with our cabinet. We can kick some out if we don't think they're great. I believe even our adjutant to America, he's not doing that well. And Rudolph Manners is going to get us much more out of America. But we have such a future here, guys, and I'm leaving it entirely in your hands. So like I said, let me know in the comments below what you want to happen next. The future of the Republic is completely up to you. We could, of course, go to the Americas or go to Asia and even begin colonies if we wish, or we could remain a little more pragmatic and remain in Europe here and fight off some of the royalist powers surrounding us. I'm sure that Austria is going to eventually be a problem. So is a number of these different republics, including Savoy and potentially even Milan or Italy if it gains some power. But right now it's under the yoke of the Austrians. I certainly believe they could be a problem as we move forward. But perhaps we could get an army going, get some ships, head over to the Americas and start building our economy, generating a bit of a profit for our nascent republic. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And please keep in mind, these particular campaign series, man, they do take a lot of work, a lot of editing too. So it really does help when you just help me out in the same way and just be a part of this campaign. Let's see how far we can go as Revolutionary France. Merci, my friends. Take care and vive la République.